Shortly after my match with Kane, I found out I needed surgery. Years of physical matches had finally caught up to me. As much as I had fought against it, I was forced to give up my WWE title that I fought so hard to win.
When will I come back? I have no idea. But I think all of you know the answer to this question. Will I come back? Yes! 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 Yes!
To make things worse, what was supposed to be a 6 to 8 week recovery eventually turned into 8 months of physical rehab and training to regain strength. Finally, I returned to WWE in late 2014 and went on to win the Intercontinental title at Wrestlemania.
With over 70,000 people chanting yes. What an emotional moment for Daniel Bryan.
It appeared I was getting my career back on track, until a few weeks later when I suffered another injury. Almost a year after I had to relinquish the WWE title, I was now back in the same position, this time handing over the Intercontinental title.
The Intercontinental Championship deserves to be in this ring, and in this ring is where I am going to leave it.
I thought this was just another setback in my WWE journey that I'd have to overcome, but it turned out to be much more serious than that. As I went through the process of trying to get cleared by various doctors, I decided that it was time to take a step back and face an unfortunate reality. My in-ring career was over. On February 8th, 2016, in my home state of Washington, I said goodbye to everything I worked for and dreamed of.
It is with a heavy heart and the utmost sadness that I officially announced my retirement. I have loved this in a way that I have never loved anything else. And for that, I'm grateful.
After my retirement, I had to step away from WWE for a while. I needed some space. Plus my wife, Brie, and I were trying to start a family. But after some time went by and my emotional wounds had somewhat healed, I returned to WWE as the general manager of SmackDown Live.
In this show, it's about the amazing superstars and giving them the opportunities that they deserve.
I was having a blast as GM, but it wasn't quite the same. Whenever I see new guys that are really talented, I was like, ooh, imagine the match I could have with that guy. So with Brie's encouragement, I didn't give up fighting for my dreams. Having our daughter really made me feel like I needed to come back. I think it's a strong message to really say like, hey, there are some things that people are gonna tell you no, and you have to keep fighting for it if you really believe in yourself. So I think that's an important lesson to teach our baby. And selfishly also, I wanted Birdie to be able to see me wrestle.
Look at all those people watching. Hi, can you say hi? He's a shy little bird.
A little over 2 years after I said goodbye in Seattle, I got the amazing news that I was able to return.
You need to fight for your dreams. And if you fight for your dreams will fight for you.
Fortunately, I got quite the welcome back from a couple of old friends.
Oh, Kevin, no! The general manager's fighting back against Owens and Zayn.
I propose Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens face Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan at Wrestlemania.
It was pretty surreal that I made my WrestleMania return in the same building where 4 years earlier I had the greatest night of my career. And in a lot of ways, this night meant even more.
What's up, buddies, and welcome back to the WWE 2K Showcase battle. I mean, god damn it, I have to be a little bit honest with you guys. You can probably tell by the sound of my computer if you're bloody hearing it, that this was not meant to be the original video I had in store for you guys. Wow, the computer really doesn't like that. Basically, I installed this new camera, right, and I was going to do a Becky Lynch rant with it about the storyline going on with her and Ronda and whatnot at the moment, right? And apparently my computer is old and not very good, and it can't handle this bloody camera, because the actual footage I had of me ranting, it was like 30 odd minutes long, say about 29 minutes long, right? And dude, I just went ham. But anyway, sadly it just couldn't handle it, and I was basically, you could hear my voice, like the audio from it was fine, but the actual, you know, movement of my head, if you will, it was like I was something out of The Exorcist. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to get some really cool gameplay for you tomorrow, and just unfortunately shove that over, you know, over the bloody top of that. I'm upset because I was warned. It did actually say, oh no, poor system performance, this isn't very good and whatnot. But with that being said, I thought I would, you know, try and coexist. I thought I would try to go ahead, because I thought, no, this computer's fine. Like, you know, it's been my loyal servant for years, which in truth it has, but that itself should be a sign that, you know, maybe you're looking in the wrong place for this, dude. But anyway, as I'm Shane McMahon, here comes the money and whatnot. I actually saw, and thanks to a good friend of mine, who was like, when are you going to do the showcase matches? And I was like, in my head I was like, I thought I finished them all. But actually no, in that massive backlog of footage I was on about with you guys before, when it all got corrupted, I had to pull over like a complete set of files, right? And it turns out that the last 2 matches of the showcase mode in WWE2K19 was actually in there, so my apologies for the, you know, kind of bad video. I don't know, I mean, this is like a showcase episode, but it's not, right? And I just feel really bad about it, because obviously, as you guys know, the whole audio corrupted from those initial files, like back in like what, November or something, and then like I had to deal with like a lot of personal stuff. I had other commitments that I was really, you know, busy with and whatnot, so I'll be completely honest, I never got the time to actually look into all this, and now, like, you know, recently it's really quite sad actually, I can't lie, I am quite sad about it. Like, just recently I've managed to get into a place again where I have a bit more free time, and you know, I'm really trying to give this whole YouTube thing, as it were, like, you guys know I've never been in it for the money, but I'm trying to give it a go, do you know what I mean? I saw the channel reach 500 subs, which there will be like a special for at some point, and I was like, wow dude, like, that's actually alright, I'm not gonna lie, I was very pleased, I was very happy with that, so I thought, you know what, people obviously still watch my content, and clearly they care about it enough, so I kind of owe it to them to at least try, you know, to try and bring out more content, or at least try to bring out varied content on a consistent basis. So that's why, you know, I used some funds that I had to invest in this new camera or whatever, and the camera's great, like, it's good quality, but unfortunately the computer can't handle it, and you know, that my new microphone is coming tomorrow and everything as well, so it's kind of depressing to realise that I'm not going to be able to, basically, in my mind I've got all these ideas about how to create videos, you know, with overlapping, with, you know, face camera, actually having my face in the corner as we discuss issues and stuff like that of videos and things like that. It's just kind of sad to know that that won't be possible until another few months down the line, when I actually get like a new computer, which is probably going to be anywhere between £400 to £500, so that's not very good. Look at Shane McMahon going coast to coast here, but nonetheless, I just wanted to explain that I did do that video, and I was going to bring it out. So with this being said, this has actually pushed back all of the content on the channel for a day or so. So you'll probably get the Becky Lynch storyline rant with some gameplay tomorrow, which will actually, I suppose, be beneficial in the sense that it will allow me to, you know, kind of critique tonight's Raw and see what's going on there. And you know, I suppose it's all good in the end. Like, but in a couple of months, this channel, no doubt, will be, in my opinion, where it wants to be, because I am trying, like, genuinely to bust my ass to make this. What the hell, Daniel Bryan from out of nowhere? That's mad. I'm trying my best to make this channel everything I initially wanted it to be. In truth, I feel like I probably did start the YouTube a bit too early. Like, you know, I just thought that there was, like, you know, a good outlet, a good way to show other people, like, you know, the fun you could have on the 2K games and stuff like that. But in truth, I probably did start, like, literally even 2, maybe even 3 years early. It's probably only really, like, in the last 2.5 years, in the last 2 years or so, that I've managed to really come into my own. And then with that time as well, I've had a lot of, like, personal things that I've had to deal with and other stuff like that that's impeded me from doing everything I want with the channel. But hopefully in the next 6 months or so, whether there'll be, like, another small hiatus in between that time or not, I'm not sure, but hopefully, like, I can get together the equipment necessary, because honestly, like, I've really got a really cool set of ideas, you know, and just basically the equipment would enable me to really, like, you know, just dive into the rigors of the creative process, like, you know, really good shit, like, really immerse myself, like, you know, and you guys in loads of good content in the channel. Like, you know, basically by the time 2K, let's say by the summer or by the time 2K20 rolls around, like, we should be in a position where the quality of videos on the channel will be really good. So I'm hoping you guys will enjoy that. With that being said, I really have been enjoying playing the SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, the SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, and the SmackDown Just Bring It story mode recently. I've actually been playing a lot of retro games for the PlayStation 2 recently. Not just bloody hell, what is that? Like a jump rope or whatever. Not just wrestling games, but even like the old Dragon Ball Z games that I'm a huge fan of and stuff like that. That's really been where I've been at. So I'm hoping, as I said, to really be able to improve everything in the next couple of months. But in the meantime, I still want to be able to give you guys daily videos, and that's why, to be honest, I'm just ranting at this point. I can't even lie to you guys. I'm ranting about the fact that I had this really good rant video worked up, and it wasn't so much a rant, but it was, you know, me being passionate about, and I felt like it really captured what I was feeling about, like, this whole storyline and whatnot, and I felt like it was resonating with people. Like, few people that, like, you know, did see little snippets on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that of, like, what I was saying, how I was feeling, really did seem to agree with me and like really resonate with, like, what I was saying. So it's unfortunate that you guys are not going to be able to see that in its initial form, because the video basically froze where the PC couldn't handle the camera. But that rant will be back tomorrow with some gameplay in the background, because unfortunately it's the actual video footage that got corrupted. The audio is actually, like, it does this weird stuff where it slows down like this, like, at certain points, even though I'm still talking in the same, like, you know, in the same bloody fashion as I am to you guys right now. But you could probably hear, if I'm being completely honest, the computer just going in the background, and it's, like, really off-putting and really upsetting. So why I just replicated the noise, I do not know. I apologise. So with that being said, hopefully you enjoy the rest of this footage. This is like a 2K showcase mode episode, and that's the sad thing as well, dude. Equipment, mainly equipment problems, and a few personal things that have come up in my life have really like impacted me on being able to give you the best content and perform to my best on this channel in the recent, like, you know, in recent times. And I've got to be honest, I am sorry for that. I do apologize, and I promise you, I really do promise you guys, in the next 6 months or so, in the next 3 to 6 months, the channel will be going through some changes, and I really do hope that it will be good. I think gameplay videos in general on YouTube are dying in a way. Like, there was an algorithm thing where, like, if you do multiple different games, like you don't even get noticed. It's not about the money, but they don't even put people's videos in the freaking sub recommendations or whatever anymore, which is really sad. So I don't know what the hell's going on. No wonder people are going to talking about bloody Premier League football and whatnot these days instead of actually playing the games, but who knows. Anyway guys, like I said before, thank you very much for watching. Please stick with the channel. We just hit 500 subs, as I said, so there will be like a giveaway or something of that notion in the near future. So again, for the third time probably, thank you very much for watching. Rate, comment and subscribe. To be honest, I don't expect you to drop a like on this video. The whole thing is a bit of a clusterfuck, but I will catch up tomorrow. The next week is going to be fire, man. We got the rant video tomorrow, a Becky Lynch Road to Wrestlemania episode at some point, some more SmackDown Shut Your Mouth series, some more probably just brilliant gameplay that I love. We've got to finish off the Goldberg series, and Here Comes the Pain. I'm hoping to be able to bring you some HD content on like a remodeled kind of like SmackDown versus Raw series. I'm giving you a little sneak preview here, but I want to use Kurt Angle to go through the season mode in that, which would be quite good. I will enjoy that. And then maybe, dudes, even though it goes against completely what I said, like you don't get noticed or you don't get money or whatever if you do different games, but I've been really wanting to replay Simpsons Hit and Run again. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that game, but I've been really wanting to replay that again recently. So hell, maybe we'll work out a way of doing that. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching for the full time. I'm out. Peace.
Knocked right off the apron.
This is not the place where you want to underestimate your competition. Absolutely not. That's how you use the ropes to your advantage. Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron. Drop kick.
Oh, right in the back.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Boom, what impact.
Turning it around, it's Sami Zayn.
He's fighting back here. I expected nothing less, Cole.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Suplex. Oh, what a clothesline. Forcefully delivered. Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Incoming.
Sami Zayn is feeling awfully good about himself, that's for sure.
Here's a cover. This guy just refuses to quit. Wow. Oh, nasty impact.
Oh, the yes lock is cinched in.
Is he?
Oh, it's locked in, the crossface.
That's how you put an exclamation point on a match. This was another great moment. He ain't messing around.
Here are your winners, Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan.
And Daniel Bryan will celebrate with his wife, Bella, who inspired him to fight for your dreams. Because if you fight for your dreams, they'll fight for you. What a moment for Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Welcome back, Daniel Bryan. With the 77,000 chanting in unison. An absolutely unbelievable sight here at WrestleMania.
These two work so well together, Michael.
Since I've returned to the ring, everyone wants to know, what's next for Daniel Bryan? Well, I'm not even sure I know the answer to that question.
What a comeback story!
There are so many amazing superstars who I never got the chance to face before I retired. Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, AJ Styles. The dream match possibilities are endless. If I've learned anything from my difficult road in WWE, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And no matter what obstacles life throws in front of you, you have to fight for your dreams. What would happen if Daniel Bryan faced Bryan Danielson?
This is pure competition, about to do battle.
Daniel Bryan's a little bit softer than Bryan Danielson.
It's not my fault!
And that comes from being in all these buildings where we have showers and trainers and tape available. Bryan Danielson on the independents didn't have any of that. Like, you just go out there, it's gritty, it's rough, and you have to have a certain amount of mental toughness. But Daniel Bryan is a lot more savvy, a more intelligent in-ring performer, knows when to do stuff, why he's doing it. So Daniel Bryan versus Bryan Danielson, it's kind of a toss-up. I'm gonna let you decide.
Guys, this is a dream match right here. Daniel Bryan is taking on indie wrestling superstar Bryan Danielson.
It's going to be a nightmare for that Danielson nerd when Daniel destroys this internet darling. These guys have eerily similar styles, so I look forward to seeing how they match up.